So Steve, what are the requirements for the CalHFA program?
Well, CalHFA is a down payment assistance program that requires a minimum of a 640 credit score. Also has to be a California property because it's a California state bond program. Must be a first-time home buyer, means you haven't owned in the last 3 years. And you also must attend a mandatory home buyer class. At least one of the buyers has to attend that class and pass that class. Your household income also has to be under a certain threshold, so under the CalHFA income limits for the county, and the purchase price also has to be under the limits for CalHFA.
Okay. And how does this program differ from the other down payment programs?
So this program has sort of a layered process to it. So you would have a first mortgage that's a CalHFA, either a conventional loan, an FHA loan, or a VA loan, or they have what's called a Cal Plus conventional FHA loan. And so that's your basic loan. So if it's a conventional CalHFA, that's a 97% loan, and then you need some money for your down payment assistance. So the second would be either what's called a My Home Assistance program that's available for everyone else that qualifies, or if you're a teacher or someone that works in the school district, it's called the School Teacher and Employee Assistance Program. And then there's a third mortgage, so you have the first, and then you have a second, and then you have a third called the ZIP, stands for Zero Interest Program, and that's the money that helps cover the closing cost.
Great. And typically, how much assistance will the buyer get?
So the My Home Assistance will offer a second lien up to 3.5% of the purchase price, and then the school program offers up to 4% of assistance for the down payment, and then the zero interest for closing cost will offer either 3 or 4% to cover the closing costs.
Awesome. And how much does the average buyer have to come in with out of pocket?
So when you layer it with all the options, there's really very little, if any, that would have to be brought in. A borrower could choose on maybe only using a couple of programs if they had some money to put down. Why would they do that? Because it might be a lower interest rate for them for the program, be less debt that they have to pay back later. So really, I mean, you could be in a position under the CalHFA program to where maybe all you need is the money for your earnest money deposit to open escrow.
Great. And what type of home buyer is this program ideal for?
Well, certainly it's a first-time homebuyer program, so anyone's a first-time homebuyer that does not have the ability to come in with funds for a down payment, does not qualify for maybe another program where they don't need a down payment, and also someone that doesn't have the resources for closing costs, or maybe we can't get closing costs paid from the seller. That might be a situation where it might be best for this type of individual.
I see. And are there any area or property restrictions?
So first of all, of course, it has to be a California property. They can do manufactured homes with FHA, so the CalHFA first mortgage, not the conventional, not the VA. But otherwise, no real restrictions, just within California, and if it's a manufactured home, that they use the FHA option.
Okay, great. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.